today's topic, accidentals and key signatures. Yeah, do you find it a little annoying or distracting that you have to write an F sharp every single time when you are writing, or maybe when you're sight reading in the key of G? Well, the powers that be in the music world have a solution for you. But first, let us review. Sharps raise a pitch by half a step. Flats lower the pitch by half a step. By the way, if you are ever wanting to use a sharp or flat note that is not part of the key you are singing in, you can. You just add it in front of the note that you want to make sharp or flat, like so. It's called an accidental. If you use an accidental, it is still in effect every time that that same note is used until a new measure begins. So in this example, when I made the A an A flat, the next time that this A shows up, it's still an A flat. I don't need to rewrite the flat in, but after the measure is over, all A's go back to being regular A's unless there's an accidental in front of them. Anyways, going back to how to make things easier in the key of G. Right now, if you want to preserve the key of G, you want G to feel like do, you have to use an F sharp every single time an F shows up in the music. And you have to write that sharp in. But there is a different way. That way is called the key signature. To make a key signature for the key of G, you just write in a sharp on this F, in the treble clef, and this F in the bass clef. You do this at the beginning of each line of music. The key signature tells us to automatically sharp any notes included in the key signature throughout the piece. Key signatures also tell us which note will be our do. If there is no key signature, then we are in the key of C. If the key signature is a collection of sharps, the very last sharp will be placed on T. So in this instance, D is T, and we know that T is just a half step lower than do. So in this instance, T, do. We're in the key of E. Let's look at this example. So here we have two sharps. This is the last sharp. It's on C. C is T. One note higher than T is do. One note higher than C is D. We're in the key of D. This means that in this music, D is do. Here's another example. Sorry for the fuzzy graphic. All right, this is our last sharp right here. Our last sharp is on A. That is known as T because the last sharp is T. One note higher than A is B. So do is B. We're in the key of B. Every time we see B, we know that that is do. All right, here's another one. Might be a little bit tougher. Last sharp right here. Now this is a note that we don't see as much because it's up on a space. I'm going to extend out the staff a little bit so we can see it better. So this last sharp is placed on this note right above the last line. Now if you're not sure what this note is, don't worry because you can figure it out. We know that this note right here, we know that that is F. And so this space note that's right above it, let's use our ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F. That is G. So if the last sharp is telling us that G is T, one note higher than G, even if you don't know what, no, that's horrible. Let me try that again. There we go. Even if you don't know what this note is, you know how the music notes work. What comes after G in music? A. So that's the key of A. All right, guys, that's key signatures and finding do in a sharp key signature. Fabulous job. See you in class. Bye.